I'm a genius. I deduced it. His nipple doesn't go hard.
Gotcha.
Ba ba ba. Fuck knows what that means. Duck, you can't fool me. I'm gonna put my fucking cigarette out. Oh, yeah, some good deduction right there. Yeah, you know me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. Ah! How did you do that? Well, the power of deduction. Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Dirk. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right? I keep telling you there's no other woman. Fine, then let's see it. What are you hiding up your sleeve? It's just this. Satisfied? Huh? Well, that's the pendant we found in Amara's tomb. See? I wasn't trying to hide anything. Then why did he tense up? Dirk, let me take a look at that. Ah! Hey, what's this button for? Click. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, good. Right, I see. So Rafer is Dirk. Ah! I fucking knew it! Right. Wait, did I? I can't remember if I did. I think I said that. It's a picture of Dirk and some lady, and she's really young looking too. Mon Dieu, are you into younger women, Dirk? Dirk, you old dog, you got yourself a younger lover. Will you stop with this nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you'll see that I was younger too. Terribly sorry. Hey, you're right. Aw, that's no fun. Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman before? Now that you mention it, isn't this woman the same as the one in the pendant's photo? Bah, bah, bah. The woman in the pendant is also the one in this photo. Apollo, where did you get this? From the safe, innit? Well, you didn't fucking get it. Pheonix did. I don't even... Alright. From the safe in Inga's room. Apollo, if this is Queen Amara, it had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. But that's just not possible. Oh, shit! Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. Here's why this photo couldn't be 23 years old. Well... Take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Dirk. So this photo must have been taken after Quran came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was... Oh. So then, how could Amara even be in this photo? She's hot though, well done, man. Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is... still alive? Ah! Looks like you found me out, son. Wait, so it's actually true? Yeah, I think that you got some shit to clear up there, buddy. Doug, what do you mean Amara's still alive? I thought she'd been assassinated. So did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by the Quran regime. Why would they do that? When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I heard some shocking news from a Defiant Dragon spy. There were rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace. And those rumors turned out to be true? Yes, I snuck into the palace to see for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise she was as fit as a fiddle. Oh my god, it's Nana, isn't it? So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb, it's empty? Yes, an entire tomb is one big charade. Karan had it built to stage Amara's death. So we're not going to be cursed by her vengeful spirit? That's a relief. Other things, bigger fish to fry right now, Athena. She was being held under virtual house arrest, so I freed her and we made a run for it. This photo was taken back then. Look at how they're both grinning from ear to ear. There's a fingerprint on the metal part. I guess Dirk must have left it by accident. Oh, Mr. Sardmarty, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. Well then. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Karan must have told her that you tried to kill her. I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze. And she believed you? She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." Heh, she always was a tough one to read. I bet she was thrilled you came to her rescue, Mr. Sardmarty. To be set free by your beloved, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Karan's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or the like. Dirk, does Nayuta know about this? He knows she's his true mother. I told him as much. Wait, is that why Nayuta's following Karan's orders? Most likely. Well, that would have been useful to know! So then do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you? Well, he's not one to show his feelings. And lately I've had no idea what he's thinking. Apollo. We need to grill the Queen about Amara when we have the chance. I don't think that's a good idea. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding. Is that Prosecutor Sardmarty? Not necessarily. It could just as well be me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. I don't know. I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to be you. Let's settle this by asking Dirk himself. Come on, give me Rafer. Give me Rafer. Dirk, about the cute little kid in this photo. Is that me? Huh? What are you talking about? See? I told you it was Prosecutor Sardmarty. Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son. So then, if it's Nayuta, it was taken when he was about 1 year old, right? And that would mean you ran away with Amara around 22 or 23 years ago. You're pretty good with numbers, son. Impressive. Huh? What kind of answer is that? Come on, give me Rafer. It's gonna be it, I know. Before you go, son, there is something else I need to tell you. Something important. What is it, Dirk? I've never seen you act so serious before. So what's this something important you have to tell me? Listen, son, even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live. Oh my god! Huh? What are you talking about? What I mean is, I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There is no escaping death now that it has set its sights on me. What? Is this another one of your jokes? I wish it was. Ha ha ha! You can't fool me, Dirk. That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacting? Are you sick? It's something like that. So you're not joking? I'm afraid not, son. Sorry. Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment? Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got. If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So, please. It's too late. There's nothing more to be done now. But you always say a dragon never yields, so why are you giving up now? Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am. I don't understand. Why is this happening, Dirk? Why? Listen, Apollo. I've got a favour to ask of you. Would you keep quiet about this? I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me? Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are my... Oh dear. I thought that this time we'd finally, but now... Damn it. Why? Apollo. Listen, son, I don't have much longer to live, but I'll never let them execute me, not before I finish what I need to do. I know, Dirk. There's no way I'm gonna let them prove you guilty. Before he goes, I'm gonna turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm gonna restore Dirk's freedom. You can't. Just what? And return a real smile to Nayita's face. I'm gonna win this case. I just have to. Son, I have one more big secret. What? There's something else you've been hiding from me? I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Rufus is scared. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Forgive me. You'll just have to find out for yourself. That's the only way. I don't understand, Dirk. Apollo, in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. Dirk. What is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he actually is the killer, is he? Looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. Free him now! Release Dirk! Rebel! 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 What's going on out there? Sounds like the party's getting started without me. Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo, and take a look. Oh, it's all kicking off. Oh, whoa, what is all this? Oh, Jesus. God, Dad, you can do it, buddy. Oh, what a slut.
What are they? Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take.
Yeah!
Don't hold back, man. Arrest them all.
All of them? Oh, crikey. Dirk belongs to the people. Give him back. Yeah! Where are you holding him? Quiet down, you. They have my big sister too, but she didn't do anything wrong. Ouch! Ouch! Stop pulling my hair! Release my son! Release him now! Ah! Stop that! No biting! This is really something. And it looks like Dats and Mrs. Inme are leading the charge. You unenlightened fools! Do you honestly think this will change anything? Yuti! Why do you keep serving that witch Garan? Ah, it's... Hey, Nayuta! You again? What's going on here? It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion, but I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will all be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here. They'll be arrested just for protesting? They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence, Queen Karan, has ordered they be arrested and judged en masse. Fucking hell, she's skankzilla. But weren't you once a member of the Defiant Dragons too? How can you go along with this? I am simply following the orders that Her Eminence has handed down. No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Nayuta, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hey, you're not getting away this time. We need to talk. Sigh. I see there is no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak. Nayuta, do you really have to serve as a prosecutor on Dirk's... Oh, we've been through this. He doesn't give a toss. I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood, it's just not right. Again with this drivel? Your ethical standards are not the be-all end-all of the world around you. I'm not getting into another debate with him. Nayuta, did you know that Dirk is sick? What? He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If found guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day. What are you talking about? Knowing this, are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well, aye. Enough with the Zen monk act, Nayuta. Tell me how you really feel. Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine. Well, I'm not convinced that taking Dirk to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Garan's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Nayuta, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere. So Dirk told you, did he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom. To keep her safe from harm. Safe from harm? But Dirk said the Quran regime is holding her captive. No, they are keeping her safe. So you don't know where Amara is being held? I only know that it is some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. I've heard she leads a simple life, akin to that of a monastic monastic, there you go, disciples. Sure sounds like she's being held captive to me. Listen, Nayuta, aren't you really doing the Queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive? And this whole thing with Dirk, you know he didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Dirk doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time it's our turn. Sniffle, hiccup, hiccup. You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why? What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Nayuta, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me, understand? It's our turn to help Dirk however we can. What you speak of is futile. Let it go and move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness, you must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to false hope now will only serve to magnify your future despair. So let it go and move on. Nayuta, are you really going to just roll over on this? I've no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, if you'll excuse me. Apollo. I sensed a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Sarmadi just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment, and an icy sorrow, as deep and dark as an abyss. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like Dirk really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Garan another visit. No, it's not. No, stay away from that shit. And ask her about her sister Amara. Todd would back the fuck up. That one, isn't it? Like, that is just... Especially considering the fact that she tried to arrest Apollo and Athena. It's not... Doesn't seem worth it to me. The Royal Guard isn't around. That is utter hooey! You cannot continue to deceive the people like that! Rafer, justice is much more than simply speaking the truth. Is that Princess Rafer and Queen Garan over there? You deceived me too, Mother! How could I ever believe a word you say again? You... nincompoop! Oh, balls. Ah! You're benevolent. I, couldn't help but over here. You impudent! Katok. Ow! Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. What's the matter with the princess? It sounded like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it has something to do with this picture. Rafer said she had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. It's because it's Rafer! So then, does that mean that Princess Rafer knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated and is still very much alive? It would seem so, and she doesn't seem to be taking Garan's lies very well. But that's no surprise, considering how much Rafer reveres her mother. That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness. Eavesdropping, are we? How very rude. Bleh. You there. Are you not Dirk's son? Oh, nice to meet you, Your Eminence. We're actually here to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, come out and say that Amara's alive, because she had quite a lot to gain from Amara being dead, and, you know, trying to keep that one secret. So, you know, maybe don't, like... Your Eminence, Dirk told me about Amara. About how she's still alive, that is. We know not of what you speak. After Dirk learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her and they ran off together. But she was captured and remains captive in a secret location to this day. As for Nayuta doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hands. Ho ho ho! What an active imagination you have! Ha 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 ha! A lawyer and a comedian, how droll! Whoa, where'd they come from? Anyway, if she's gonna play dumb, I'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. Yeah, again, this just isn't gonna go well, is it? Wait a minute, how the fuck do I present things? Alright, that's where we've got to go back. You've got to go into that menu. You can't do it from that menu, you gotta do it from a different menu, because different menus do different things. Your Eminence, I ask that you take a look at this photo. Why, it's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means. Very well. Royal Guard, stand down. Yes, Your Eminence. Your wishes are command. It seems there is no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know. Oh, that's very nice of her, isn't it? So then, you admit that Amara's still alive? Yes. She is under our protection in a safe location. I think you mean being held prisoner. And where is she being kept? Ho ho ho! Now why would we tell the son of a traitor that? Guess she has a point there. Now heed our warning, Horned Devil. It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives. It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos. I have no intention of doing that. Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her. Good. Now, there was something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb? The Founder's Orb went missing after Dirk took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought you might know something of its current whereabouts. I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free-running tour of Karayan. That was the Royal Guard's own doing. Nice try, lady. But now you're definitely not getting the orb. Ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway? Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered. Is the legend true? Can the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it? Wow! It's like, she's got a whole army at her beck and call. It's like, yeah, you know, let's keep jabbing that bear with a stick. Let's see how long it takes before she decides to rip your face off. Genius. I'm loving that. That's tact at its highest. The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she could conceivably bestow great power upon the one who unlocked the orb's secret. I guess it makes sense, considering spirit channeling is a fact of life here. So we ask you, Horned Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from Dirk? Does it look like I did? So you like to play games, do you? Royal Guard? Yes, Your Eminence! Search this devil and his belongings. What? At once, Your Eminence. Don't move, you're only making this harder on yourself. Yikes! Hey, cut it out! Ah! What the? Eek! Apollo, don't strip here! Stop resisting! Just submit to our strip search already! No! Wait! Hey! Cut it out! Ah! Did you find the orb in his arsehole? Rest in pieces, my poor, tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Founder's Orb, Your Eminence. Wah wah. So, you have hidden it somewhere. Heh, no matter. We shall recover it one way or another once you are found guilty of abetting the accused. Dirk was right. She really is bent on getting the orb. Mother! Looks like the princess is back. I took a stroll to try to calm myself, but I still find this situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Amara. So she does know about that. Rafer, you do not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses. You have little faith in our people, Mother, but it is the Royal Priestess's duty to always speak the truth, and as such I cannot remain silent. I will not! Ha! The truth, you say? Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one. It was an honor and a pleasure, Your Eminence. We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Oh dear. Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we found to collect our thoughts. There you go. Ah, you're back. Ah, shit happened, man. It's crazy. Ugh. Thank you for holding down the fort, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored. I watched the Plumed Punisher, Warrior of Twilight Realm, while you were gone. And my verdict is, it's an outrage, especially its theme song. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original karate show. Can you believe it? I already spoke about it at length with Mr. Horrible here, and I'm not sure what he's babbling about, but at least it seems he wasn't bored. Moving along to things that actually matter, we've gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. I think it's time we go over everything we've learned so far. The Orb trial, Maya's abduction, and the murder of the mastermind behind it all, Justice Minister Inga. It's a lot to consider. Think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep, I've got it covered, Mr. Wright. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand. I agree. There's a deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we will find once we lift that black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. The real killer, huh? Now that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga, and why? Think, Apollo. Who would you say had a motive to commit this crime? I, for one, am drawing a complete blank. I still personally think that it's your Garanda there, lady. I know it wasn't specifically her, but, you know... Or it could be Naina. Although, is Naina actually Amara? Oh! All kinds of things! I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga, and slipped back out. Without ever being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. Well, we've collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest comes out in court. It'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. This case is one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove Dirk completely innocent, we'll also have to exonerate him of the crime committed 23 years ago. Now, this is the part that I have a fucking problem with. Great, you clear him of the murder 23 years ago, and you clear him of the murder of Inga. Brilliant, lovely. He's still hijacked a fucking TV station. He's still been a terrorist for 23 years. He's still going to be executed for crimes against the state, you gibbering retards. Yeah, alright, you get him off of 2 murder raps. Well fucking done. Genius. Amara's supposed assassination. Right, we know Amara's still alive, but Dirk could still be charged with plotting to kill her. He couldn't discover the truth, even after over 2 decades of investigating. So our biggest hurdle is going to be the complete lack of evidence. The fire made sure of that. Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence? No, that's one thing I've never done before. Trial unprecedented even in the decorated annals of the Wright Anything Agency. Still, I can't help but wonder, was there really no evidence left behind? Oh, and we can't forget about the DCA. No, how could we fucking forget? It's only mentioned every 4 bloody seconds. Those who support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In short, if Dirk is found guilty and is sentenced to death, we'll likely join him in a very public execution. All of you? Yeah. Beat the charges or die. What kind of crazy upside-down legal system is this anyway? Don't worry, I can't ask someone as young as you to risk your life, Athena. So tomorrow, it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. But you can support us by watching from the gallery. What? No! I want to help! I'm part of the agency too, after all. Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. Plus, there's Prosecutor Blackwell to think of. He said he'd use me for sword practice if I put you in harm's way. Grr, Simon. Well, at least promise me this, you two. Promise me you'll make it back alive. Ha! Ha ha! Make it back alive, huh? What's with that face, Apollo? You'll never inspire confidence in your client like that. And it'll play right into the prosecution's hands. Remember, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're right! Either when it seems hopeless, or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found, we can never let it show on our faces, right? Whoa! But will I actually be able to do that tomorrow? When push comes to shove, will I be able to force my biggest smile? Well, let me tell you, the fire under the big pot of soup has well and truly been lit, and someone's decided to throw some fucking chilies in it, and it's brewing away under my balls, my big blue balls. That was quite good towards the end, actually. That's probably one of the first investigation things that I actually quite liked, to be brutally honest with you. I haven't got a problem with the investigation things as a whole. It's just, it's a very... It's basically a reason to have ginormous 2-hour-long exposition dumps, and it's like, you can dress it up however you like. You can say, oh, we point at this, point at this, point at this, oh, take some powder and put it on this for one minigame. You can, like I say, you can put as many frilly coats on it, you're still effectively asking us to read a giant brick wall of text without really a lot to do. Like, within the cases, like... Alright, you've got to think about how what that crazy idiot has said applies to what you've got, and then you get asked questions, you've got to give answers, you've got to actually think about it. So at least thinking about it adds an extra layer to it, but they're not adding extra layers to it, they're just dressing up reading. And it's like, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, it's kind of part and parcel of the game, but it does get a bit sort of dull when you have to do it for like 4 hours. I don't know. It's more of a problem with the concept itself. Like, I haven't got too much of a problem with it, but it can get a bit dreary in large doses. Whereas, like I say, the cases have got enough pieces together on top of the reading and the understanding of it that kind of makes it a bit better. It's not superficially dressed up. It's actually got some layers. Anyway... Well, that's me done for the day. I will wait, hopefully. Well, actually, I'm kind of debating that because I kind of want to go do my forklift thing tomorrow, but depending on when I do it, you never know, it might not take that long, and I can come back, and then we'll have this momentous occasion to finish, because the scene's been set well. It's been set well. I'm a bit disappointed that Garan is so blatantly fucking evil. She kind of presented herself as sort of virtuous and queen-like, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I'm very sneaky and devious. Oh, it's just like, oh, okay, well, good, I suppose. Especially when you had Inga, who effectively played the same role. Although I suppose he was more outwardly evil, whatever. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you look forward to, well, probably the next 6 hours of conclusion. I'll see you all in a bit. Peace.